The Egyptian desert at night is a landscape defined by silence and scale. For the ancients, these white sands were a physical threshold, looking directly into the infinite mechanics of the stars. To enter the Temple of Hathor at Dendera is to step inside a stone replica of that universe. Every hall and corridor was engineered to function as a microcosm, a place where the laws of the heavens were translated into architecture. The layout follows a strict symbolic hierarchy. The massive stone floors represent the grounding of the earth, while columns shaped like papyrus and lotus stalks symbolize primordial life. Above, the ceilings open into a celestial map, rendered in vivid pigments to mirror the vault of the sky. This wasn't a decorative tribute. The builders at Dendera were encoding the specific behaviors of the cosmos into the very skeleton of the temple. This astronomical focus culminates on the roof of the temple, inside a small chapel dedicated to the death and rebirth of Osiris. Set into the ceiling was the Dendera zodiac. It is a circular bas-relief functioning as a highly precise technical map of the heavens. Mainstream archaeology dates the stone to 50 BC, categorizing it as a Greco-Roman cultural hybrid. But the symbols tell a different story. The specific configuration of stars on the stone reflects a celestial blueprint from 5,000 years ago, long before the Roman occupation. It contains the 48 original constellations and 36 decans in their archaic positions. The presence of this specific alignment suggests that the stone preserves a legacy of observation that predates the standard historical timeline for advanced astronomy. The stone's composition visualizes the heavens as a navigable sea. Planets appear as deities, sailing across the stars in celestial boats. If we look closely at this specific quadrant, we find the constellation Libra, the scales, carved into the relief. This carving challenges the widely accepted history of the zodiac. Conventional wisdom suggests the Greeks introduced the sign of Libra 2,000 years ago, yet it appears here as an integrated part of an older Egyptian system. Surrounding the central zodiacal ring are 36 decans. These star groupings were used to track the sun's progression with enough accuracy to identify the exact shifts in the solar year. The Egyptians used these markers to chart the energetic transitions of the heavens. They recorded the sky as a series of constant, fluid movements. Viewed in this context, the Dendera Stone is a mechanical blueprint, a technical record of how universal energy cycles. In Egyptian cosmology, the two-dimensional circle represents a three-dimensional field, often called the cosmic egg. In modern geometry, we recognize this as a toroidal field, a self-sustaining loop of energy. The 48 constellations on the stone provide a map for this flow. Each star pattern marks a specific coordinate within the looping lines of this magnetic field. At the center lies the axis mundi, the cosmic vortex. This central pillar acts as the engine, driving the oscillations of the weather, the currents of the Earth, and the rotation of the stars above. By tracking the 48 constellations against this vortex, the builders could model the electromagnetic flow they believed sustained the universe. This suggests the Dendera Stone is a diagram of field mechanics, documenting the universe as a self-contained engine of magnetic energy. The scale shifts from the vastness of a spinning galaxy down to the electrical firing of human neurons, following the ancient principle that the macrocosm and microcosm are mirrors of one another. This philosophy is encoded in the stone's final secret. The 48 celestial constellations map directly to 48 specific organs and systems in the human body. Aries aligns with the human cerebrum, describing the energetic function of the brain's highest centers. Leo maps to the heart, and Sagittarius corresponds to the base of the skull, a region called the Mount of Olives, matching the Sagittarian position at the solar cycle's peak. When these 48 biological points are viewed alongside the stars, the human body emerges as a functioning anatomical duplicate of the heavens. The Dendera Stone represents a unifying theory of existence, where astronomy and biology are presented as two parts of the same science. To the Egyptians, looking at the stars was a way of observing their own internal mechanics in a cosmic mirror. This mastery allowed them to integrate the study of the stars with the study of life itself, seeing both as governed by a single mathematical law. It leaves us with the realization that in this ancient worldview, the structure of the individual and the structure of the infinite are identical.